remember Sharpeville, bodies flying like cartwheels. But I don't know if your heart will ever feel it enough to alter your thinking. If we could end racism as a poison we're drinking. And I don't know if my words will make an impression, if they cause second guessing, if I'm added to the stress. And what I know is on that day is that the people stood for something. Strong as the Black Sea, they knew they were good for something. Apartheid was bye-bye, not letting a grandchild live through the same hell. So I'm seeing a man smile, one purpose, find those who called us worthless, laugh, take the passbook and say that we cursed this. Oppression lasting centuries, that jail was never meant for me. Stuck in my head a dread till a strong brother sent for me. Asked me if I wanted it, took the book and flaunted it. Revolutionary spirit, yeah, the town was caught in it. Black energy oozing, through the streets we cruising. Bring the non-violence so the egos be bruising. Aged and the young, got children and women, gaining ground to the station in the sea we are swimming. Sharpeville, people on the street bleeding. The revolution started and the fire is feeding. Nurturing the children, though the children take a beating. But every flower starts from a seedling. I said Sharpeville, people on the street bleeding. The revolution started and the fire is feeding. Nurturing the children, though the children take a beating. But every flower starts from a seedling. And like that, I heard them shots fired, like an escape from the moment. My brain was hot-wired, air smelled like death, a limp body lying, motionless despite a screaming mother. Health was crying, bring a baby back. This was a hate attack. They call him fallen hero as they laid him on his back on the ground. Police showed up and they snatched him, stuck him in a casket. 68 others smashed him. We call them heroes for the sacrifice they gave, but I'm sure survivors thought, what could I have done to save? Put the name on a scroll and record him in the books. Leave a photo to show that it's as bad as it looks. Prayers and thoughts to loved ones, but not enough. Blazing bloodied sun, kinda making it tough to think clearly. Dearly beloved, it seems yearly that the soul is denigrated and the rivers of tears be flowing from eyes that have seen a nightmare. Or blinded by the white man when he looks with his tight glare. Or suffocated by the notion that you're not human. So we gnash together for the flowers will be blooming. Sharpeville, people on the street bleeding. The revolution started and the fire is feeding. Nurturing the children, though the children take a beating. But every flower starts from a seedling. I said Sharpeville, people on the street bleeding. The revolution started and the fire is feeding. Nurturing the children, though the children take a beating. But every flower starts from a seedling. The monuments we build, at the graves we lay the flowers. We don't know the time of justice, we don't know the hour. But mangled bodies remind us the Black Sea continues, oozing energy into municipal venues. Calling on the big and small to fight with the resistance. That's our pledge to the dead and we fight it with persistence. Lay deserted, we perverted because it's unfair. Listen to me, son, do you really care? Does it bother you that they're lying in the streets? Dead skin growing hot from the sun in which they beat. Life is but a breath and we must reach for something bigger. How you crippled by regret, memories, do they trigger? We bleed and we plead for forgiveness. Reconciliation is not an easy business. 69 bodies got me loose inside the head. But if I lose hope, then the dream is dead. Sharpeville, people on the street bleeding. The revolution started and the fire is feeding. Nurturing the children, though the children take a beating. But every flower starts from a seedling. I said Sharpeville, people on the street bleeding. The revolution started and the fire is feeding. Nurturing the children, though the children take a beating. But every flower starts from a seedling.